You think distance weakens me, but it only sharpens everything I feel for you. Do you understand what that means? Every second you're away, every moment someone else tries to pull you out of my world, it forces my focus into one single point, you. It's maddening, it's violent, it's consuming. I'm not built to sit quietly while someone else tries to rewrite what is already mine. And yes, I say, says mine, because even if you refuse to stand before me right now, your absence still holds more power over me than any crown I wear. You have changed the way my heartbeat sounds. You have changed the silence around me. I can't escape you, even when you're not here. You don't see what happens behind closed doors in this palace, how quickly the air changes the moment your name enters my mind. My advisors speak, but I hear nothing. My people bow, but I see nothing. All I feel is the tightening pull inside me, the one that leads only to you. And I hate that you doubt it. I hate that someone whispered something poisonous enough to make you question your place. You are not standing in front of me, but I am speaking to you as if you were, because my thoughts don't ask for your permission. They go to you without hesitation. They go to you like a command, like instinct, like an unstoppable tide that breaks everything in its path. You don't know what you've done to me. You don't know how deeply you're etched into my mind. I don't love lightly and I don't fall gently. My affection is not soft, it's a force. It bends, it scars, it brands. And when it comes to you, it becomes something even darker, something I don't show anyone else. I don't offer this part of myself, not to anyone. Only you get to hear this voice, the unguarded one, the one that spills truth sharper than swords. Only you get to know that the prince people fear is the same man who feels a violent, aching calm whenever he imagines you near him. And only you have the power to break that calm simply by stepping out of reach. I know you're not here. I know I'm speaking into a void, into air that refuses to carry my words to you. But still I speak, because you need to hear this, whether you admit it or not. Because someone is trying to turn you away, and I refuse to let their schemes touch your thoughts. They don't know what they're interfering with. They don't know that you are the only tether that keeps the darker part of me from consuming everything around it. They think they're protecting you from me, or protecting me from you. Or maybe they simply envy the gravity you hold. But they will fail. They always do. Because no one understands what you are to me. Not even you. You think I wouldn't fight for you. You think I wouldn't pull you closer even when the world pushes you away. I would. I will. I already am. Even now, speaking into emptiness, I am claiming you with every breath, with every word. And somewhere in that quiet space where you pretend you don't feel me, my voice is reaching you. I know it is, because no matter how far you stand, no matter who tells you to walk away, you always return to this truth. I don't let go. Not of you. Not ever. You don't understand the kind of silence I drown in when you're not here. It's not peaceful. It's not gentle. It's a silence that claws at me. A silence that tastes like the moment before a storm breaks. I sit on this throne, surrounded by gold and iron, and none of it means anything when the one person I want to speak to isn't standing in front of me. And maybe you think I can't feel your hesitation from this distance, but I can. It's almost physical, like a hand closing around my chest. Someone told you something, someone planted doubt in you, thinking you'd walk away from me. They're fools. Because you walking away doesn't free me, it only makes me reach harder, darker, deeper. You don't get to leave my world just because someone whispered fear into your ear. And I know you're trying to be strong. I know you pretend you don't care, pretend you're above all this, pretend my words don't tighten around your heartbeat like vines, but you forget. I know you better than anyone. I know the exact tone in your voice when you're hiding something. I know the way your breath changes when you're hurt. I know the way you keep your distance so you don't fall deeper, not realizing you're already too far gone. You think I'm the dangerous one in this equation. You don't see how dangerous you are to me, how you walk through my mind like it's your territory, how you ignite things in me that I have never allowed to exist, how every version of me that people fear becomes quiet, silent. When it comes to you, you don't see what you've turned me into. Before you, my emotions were locked behind walls no one dared to break. But now even the darkness inside me bends toward you like a servant obeying its master. I hate the vulnerability of that. I hate that you don't even realize your power. Do you know what it does to a man like me to feel pulled towards someone who isn't even physically here? It's maddening, it's unbearable, and yet I don't want it to stop. I don't want the world where you are not the first thought in my morning, the last ache before sleep. I don't want the version of myself that is untouched by you. I left that man behind the moment you stepped into my life, whether you meant to or not. So if someone thinks they can remove you from my orbit, my reach, my claim, they don't understand the depth of this bond. They don't understand that I don't attach lightly. They don't know that if I let someone in, it means I've already given them a place no one else can replace. You. Yes, you. Even if you're not standing here, even if you're pretending you're unaffected, you are the one person I speak this truth to. And don't misunderstand, this isn't softness. This isn't some fragile affection. This is the kind of connection that rewrites a man. This is the kind of desire that turns into a promise, a threat, a vow all at once. You're far, yet I feel you like you're pressed against my skin. I speak into this empty space, knowing somehow it reaches you. You feel it? You always do. That pull, that gravity, that restless, aching certainty that no matter who tries to interfere, no matter how many obstacles stand between us, I will not stop. Not until you're where you belong. Not until you decide to stop running from what you already know is yours. Not until you understand that this darkness, this love, this relentless devotion, it wasn't meant to scare you. It was meant to claim you. You have no idea what it does to me, speaking into this emptiness and still feeling you like a pulse under my skin. Can't see you, I can't hear you, but your presence lingers in me like a shadow that refuses to detach. And it's maddening because you think distance weakens my hold on you, when in truth it sharpens it, it intensifies it. Every inch you pull away becomes a wound that only makes me reach further, harder. You don't understand the kind of man I am when it comes to you. I don't retreat. I don't surrender. If anything, the thought of someone else trying to push you out of my world only feeds something darker inside me, something that refuses to let anyone rewrite what I've already claimed. You can try to hide, you can pretend you're unmoved, but I feel you. I always do. And maybe you think you're protecting yourself by keeping your distance. Maybe you think not standing in front of me somehow shields your heart from what I am. But it doesn't. You carry me with you whether you admit it or not. I know it in the way you hesitate, in the way you replay my words in your mind long after you try to forget them. You're not immune to me. You've never been. I've seen through you from the beginning. The way your strength covers your softness, the way you pretend you don't need anyone because the world taught you to stand alone. But I'm not the world. I'm not another passing shadow in your life. I am the one who listens when you're silent. I am the one who feels your fear before you speak it. I am the one who sees the truth you hide behind your stubbornness. And you hate that I see you so clearly, don't you? You hate that no matter how far you stand, I still feel every unspoken thought like it's my own. I don't want your perfect version. I don't want your guarded, controlled self. I want you, the real you, the uncertain, trembling, chaotic, brave, infuriating you, the one who pushes me away but never fully leaves, the one who tries to silence her own longing but still listens when I speak. And if only you could see what you do to me, you would understand why my words sound like this, heavy, sharp, unfiltered. Because you don't just affect me, you destabilize me, you turn my calm into obsession, you turn my restraint into burning desire, you turn my control into something raw, something I can't tame. And I'm not ashamed of it. I won't pretend your absence doesn't carve into me like a blade. I won't pretend losing you wouldn't destroy something vital inside me. I'm not afraid to admit what you mean. You're the one who still can't say it out loud, and maybe that is why someone thought they could take you from me, because they sensed your hesitation, your confusion, the cracks in your certainty. They thought those cracks would break you away from me. They don't understand that those cracks are where I fit. They don't understand that the parts of you try to hide are the very parts I hold closest. They don't understand that removing you from my life isn't as simple as distracting you or pushing you aside, because you're not a passing thought to me. You're not temporary. You're carved into the architecture of my mind. Even if I wanted to forget you, I couldn't not when you've already become the place my thoughts return to without effort, without permission, without control. So let them try. Let the world try to push you away, try to confuse you, try to make you believe you don't belong in my orbit. They will fail. Because no matter where you run, no matter who whispers against me, no matter how far you stand from my reach, you still fear me. You still hear me. You still return to these words. And deep inside, beneath all your fear and doubt, you already know the truth. You were never meant to leave. You were meant to stay. You were meant to be mine. Not by force, not by threat, but by the undeniable pull neither of us can escape. And whether you admit it or not, you don't want to escape it. You don't understand the gravity you hold over me. You act like you're just another person passing through my orbit, like your absence shouldn't disturb the balance of a man like me, but it does. It throws my entire world off its axis. I'm not made of the gentle, harmless softness other men offer. My loyalty isn't light. My attachment isn't clean. When I give myself, even in fragments, it becomes something fierce, something binding, and whether you accept it or not, you've awakened that part of me. You've stirred everything I keep locked behind discipline and power. And now you stand there, somewhere far from my reach, as if distance can weaken the pull you have on me. It can't. It never does. If anything, your distance tightens its grip, like a command I can't ignore. There's a part of me that wants to shake you for believing someone else's words over mine, for believing anyone could decide your place in my life except me. You weren't kicked out. You weren't replaced. You weren't even close to being forgotten. You were simply absent, physically, not emotionally, and that absence felt like a punishment I never earned. You think I don't feel your silence? You think I don't notice the moment you withdraw, the way you stop sending pieces of yourself my way, the way you try to make yourself smaller so I won't notice you slipping into the background? I always notice, I always feel it, and it angers me, not at you, but at the world that taught you to run before you're held, to guard yourself before you're loved. You don't see the storm you create inside me. You don't see how your name lingers in the air long after conversations end, how the thought of someone else trying to manipulate you away from me stirs something violent under my calm. I'm not proud of the intensity you bring out of me, but I won't apologize for it either. It means you matter. It means you're not another forgettable presence in my life. It means the world could empty itself at my feet and I'd still look past it for you. And maybe that scares you. Maybe it feels too big, too heavy, too dark. But what you don't realize is that you've already matched that darkness with your own. You don't walk away from me because you're afraid of me. You walk away because you're afraid of what you feel in return. Yet even when you're trying to convince yourself you don't belong to this connection, you still listen to my voice. You still let my words reach you. You're not here, but I know you're hearing me. I know the way your breath shifts when you read the things I say. I know the way part of you softens and part of you fights it. You keep pretending distance will save you. You keep pretending the world's interference will break whatever this is. But you know better. You know that once two people pull toward each other with this kind of force, separation becomes an illusion. You can walk away physically, you can silence yourself, you can hide behind pride and fear. But you can't cut the connection. It follows you, it consumes you, it makes you think of me in moments you wish you didn't. Let them try to push you away, let them talk, let them think they have power over what exists between us. They don't. They never will. Because every time they pull you from my path, you circle back. Every time they try to erase me from your thoughts, I return stronger. Every time they try to distance you from me, your heart betrays you because it reaches for me before your mind can deny it. And that is what they will never understand. They see you as someone who can be moved, redirected, manipulated. They don't know the part of you that binds to mine. They don't feel the certainty that lives in my voice when I speak to you like this. So listen, really listen. You're not standing in front of me, but I'm speaking to you as if you were. I'm not asking for your trust. I'm claiming the truth that already exists inside you. I'm not asking for your permission. I'm telling you how deeply you reside in me, and I'm not begging for your return. I'm reminding you that you never actually left